All right. We are live on TikTok and on YouTube. I've never done this before, but I'm excited. So we are literally, I'm gonna be bored as freak, so I hope people tune in here. We're actually just going to be soft resetting this entire time for a shiny TEPIG. Pray for me. Here we go. We're starting. We have no time to waste. We don't nickname. That's a time waste. All right. Attempt 1. Not shiny. Unfortunate, but all good. We continue. This is going to, I imagine, take a long time. But you know what? We're here for it. Hopefully you guys are here for it too. I'm trying to get this shiny TEPIG so I can get on with my brand new Nuzlocke that I probably will just lose, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. No shiny. What? Can you guys believe it? No shiny? Attempt. Oh, wait. Yeah, I have a reset. 3 resets so far. Hold up. Wait, I gotta do this over here. Why can't we hear you on TikTok? Hold up. Oh shoot, I'm muted on TikTok. $77. All right. All right, wait. Hello. All right, I think y'all hear me now. Y'all hear me now? All right, we're about to find out. Yo, what's up, guys? All right, my fault. I haven't streamed on TikTok in a long time. Welcome to the stream. 77. Ask out your crush, Kenna. You have to. You said you would. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules, man. Welcome to the stream, guys. We're here on reset number 3. We're probably going to have a few thousand, to be quite honest. But we're here trying to get the shiny TEPIG. It's going to be a brutal time. If you haven't seen my new video, I'm running it back. TikTok filter chose my team. Are you going to be on live or Twitch, YouTube? I'm live on YouTube right now as well. YouTube.com/Gooby with 3 Ys. Thank you for liking the live, Benjamin. He said, yes, let's go, Kenna. Big W. I'll take a little bit of credit for that, I won't lie. But I got a female. That's already good luck. What's up, Bianca? What's up, Toasted Switch 2? How we doing? Welcome to the stream. Audio sound good and everything, guys. Good to see you, Benjamin. Mr. Content, last time I saw you was this challenge on the first game. Yeah, I've had last year was a strange year for me. Still kind of in a weird spot, but I'm ready to grind. It's not going to be like every day like it used to be, especially, you know, I have 2 shinies to get on this new challenge, but I'm going to post as consistently as I possibly can. But I'm glad you're back, Benjamin. I did not mean to nickname it. Once I get the button mashing down, this is gonna be so optimal. Like, I'll be able to do this so quickly. I keep forgetting to update the counter on YouTube. On YouTube, there's a reset counter, so if you want to come watch on YouTube, I'm not gonna complain. Alright, I guess I'll help you. But if you guys are enjoying the live, make sure to share it, drop a like. It really helps me out a lot. All right. Number 7 is not shiny. All right, we're gonna just do it this way. That way I don't have to hold a button down. What's up? Welcome to the live, everybody. Jordan, how we doing? Kenna, I hope you have a happy and prosperous relationship with your crush. Yeah, give me that Pokedex. We got a female again. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. I gotta do this way. There we go. Okay. Number 9. Yes, you're back on my FYP. What up, Slacks? Welcome to the live. Very excited to be back. I'm hoping to be a lot more consistent this year. Last year, obviously, I posted like 20 videos max, maybe not even that. So, you know, it was a rough time, but it's what I want to do. I want to do it for you guys. I have fun doing it, so I'm happy to be here. Audio good though? Like music not too loud, anything like that? Odds on it being less than 1,000? I'm gonna say pretty low, not gonna lie. But you know what? I'm not gonna be mad. Last time I got it in a few hundred for my first series. I think I literally got it in like a few hours. So I mean, maybe I'll get that lucky again, but I might have used all my luck right there. When I did the shiny only black 2 Nuzlocke, that was brutal. But I mean, a man can dream. Less than 1,000 resets, I will not be mad. By any means. Oh, you guys can't see. I gotta add a bottom screen for TikTok. You guys gotta... I got this. Let me give you guys a bottom screen. That way you can see the shiny. If it happens. Let's see. You gotta go here, 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 here. And then we're gonna crop this like this. Boom. Put that. We'll put it right here. Hopefully that's good enough. If you want it to look better, let me know. But honestly, that should be fine. I think you guys will be okay with that. Let's see. I gotta put this. How do I... My computer's bugging. No. I don't know how to TikTok live stream. I'm still learning, guys. I tried to pop out my chat and it didn't like that. It really didn't like that. Does anyone here know how to TikTok stream? No, this is awful. I feel so bad that this is happening. Control Alt O. Oh, I did it. I fixed it. All right, we're never doing that again. Never doing that again. All right, reset 10. I mean, if y'all share the stream, we can make sure everyone's here for the big moment. If it happens, it could happen today. It could happen in a month. I don't know. I really hope that doesn't happen. That would not be fun. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Not shiny. You in school, working, or both? I'm doing both. I just started school. My first day was Monday. And I'm also working. So this is definitely TikTok, Pokemon, all this stuff is definitely just like a hobby for now. I mean, it's obviously the dream to be able to do this full time, but you know, with enough dedication, grinding, and also support from you guys, maybe I can make that a reality one day. Be pretty cool. Best hobby to have. I love it, bro. It's so fun. It's so fun. The year it was, I think it was 2022 when I started like the Pokemon stuff on TikTok. Um, that was so fun. I was uploading Pokemon stuff every day I could. It was a great time. But you know, I'm happy to have the people that are here. And you know, if anyone else wants to join, that's incredible. But I honestly just do it for the love of the game. All right, wait, I gotta. Even if I can't help much, I've been here for a while and won't unfollow. Slacks, I appreciate. You're a real one. You're one of the OGs. Um, this is like my goal for this year is to just get back to the consistency I used to have. I don't know if my videos will do as well as they used to, but honestly, that's okay too, because like it's really just fun to sit here and play these games and like be able to share it with people. But I appreciate you guys. You're the real ones. Will not be nicknaming. I'll probably go back in after I get the shiny and nickname it. I'm just not nicknaming right now because if I had to nickname it every time, it would make this hunt take a lot longer. What do you think the next game will be? I have a feeling they're gonna have some form of Johto game, whether it's Let's Go Johto or a Legend Celebi. I think Legend Celebi could be fire. Um, I'd love a Gen 5 game, a Unova game. I would kill for that. I don't think that happens this year. Maybe not even next year. But they're doing a lot of like promotion for like Johto stuff, Gen 2. So it'll be interesting to see. But whatever they do, I'm excited. Legends game needs to come back. I think Legends is a good game. Has great potential, and especially like as time goes on, it's gonna be even better visually. And if the rumors about the Switch 2 coming out are right, it's gonna look really good if it's on there. I agree. I agree completely. What do you guys think? Do you think we're gonna get Gen 10? Do you think we're gonna get Johto games? Do you think we're gonna get Gen 5 games? I'm so curious to hear what you think. Welcome to the stream, guys. Oops. I'm so glad it gave me like Embor and not Snivy or Oshawott, just so I can just button mash and not like have to think about it. Have you played Palworld? If Pokemon makes it open world, I haven't played it yet, just because I haven't really wanted to drop $30 on it. Leaks say they're doing remakes, Kel. All right. Well, I mean, I hope I won't be mad. Whatever they drop, let's be realistic. I'm gonna play it. Let's be honest. But if I could have any of the three options that I think could happen, I believe, or I would want Unova games. I love this generation. I'm hoping Gen 5 remakes, Scott. But Palworld, it's interesting. I don't know much about it. I've actually never even sat down and watched gameplay. I've seen screenshots. I just have been too busy, to be honest, to sit down and look at it. But I'm down to give it a try at some point. I did see that Nintendo is looking into like some form of lawsuit. Like they're like gonna be doing an investigation to see if they can sue Palworld. So that'll be interesting to watch unfold as well. But I'm definitely hoping for Gen 5. I don't think we get Gen 5 for another year or two. I have a feeling we get Johto games this year, Gen 10 next year, DLC, then Gen 10 or Gen 5 remakes. That's my theory. Clip it and ship it. When it happens, we can say I said it first, if we are cool with that. Yeah, I get that. I haven't played much either. Regarding that lawsuit, Palworld is different. It's different enough that they can't win. That's what I'm thinking. But I also saw, and it could have been fake because a lot of stuff you see on Twitter is fake. But I've seen I saw this screenshot where it showed Mega Mewtwo Y next to like an unused Pokemon in the file in the or Palworld, the unused PAL or whatever they're called. The PAL is literally Mega Mewtwo Y, but it's like a dark color palette, and they like changed some claws or something, and it's like there could be an argument there. I feel like if that was real, and like if there really is like Pokemon models in the game files, I think that's all they need to sue. Do I think that's gonna happen? Probably not. Yeah, I've seen the Lucario one as well. I don't know, like, because since I haven't played the game, I don't know what's real and what's not. And a lot of stuff I see on like Twitter and TikTok and YouTube videos these days, a lot of it is not legit. Like people will post anything for some likes. Um, the sprites are very similar, like Lycanroc and Direwolf, Lycanroc and Direwolf. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to watch unfold. I hope the game doesn't get sued or shut down because I think it could push Nintendo to make a better Pokemon game, you know? Like, have the games that have dropped in the last few years been fun? Yeah, they have been. But the problem I have with them is like, this isn't enough to make me not play them, obviously. But like visually, it's just not up to par. And like obviously graphics are not everything. Like I'm not a huge graphic head myself, but like when Scarlet and Violet first came out, I legitimately got headaches looking at the game. Like with the frame rate and like there was some really like bad looking areas. Like there were really good looking areas too, but there were bad areas, and that's what's interesting. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet got me so hyped. It was really laggy and didn't look that good. That's exactly what I'm saying, Slacks. Like, if Scarlet and Violet dropped on a console like a PS4 or something a little stronger, they could have been so good. That's what I'm saying, Scott. If Zelda can have beautiful graphics with a smaller budget, like there's no excuse. And like I think it's just Nintendo, and I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure Nintendo just like gives them these insane deadlines because they need merchandise. They need to drop something every year, which really sucks. Like I wish they could get the love and care that other franchises get. Like Super Mario Wonder dropped with what's up, Epicry? Super Mario Wonder. Nintendo even like said that they gave them all the development time they needed and wanted to make a good game. If Pokemon did that, there could be an incredible, potentially the best Pokemon game ever could be made. But we don't get to see that because they don't want to give Game Freak the time to develop a game like that. Like it's to the point where Nintendo's crunching so much to have a game like that that they outsourced the Diamond and Pearl remakes to another company like ILCA or ILCA, whatever it's called. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Johto games or whatever, like one of these games that we get in the next year or two, is outsourced to them. Which you know, it's not a bad idea. Like that means they can get games out, but it just means no matter what, there's going to be a game that drops. One of them will be rushed, and then another one might not be as rushed. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to put it into words, but I hope you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. I'd rather wait for a finished game than have a new game every year. I would be willing to wait 5 years between Pokemon releases if the games were good. Like it, it's so interesting. It's such a dilemma to have because like I love being able to have a new Pokemon game every year or so, but they're just like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is so incredible, and it took 6 years from Breath of the Wild to drop. And Breath of the Wild also had like 6 or 7 years of development. And Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games of all time. If they gave Game Freak one chance to do something with that amount of time, just to prove that it could work, it would be probably not only the best game, but it would probably be the best selling game too. If they had more time to make a legit game, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Imagine the new Pokemon they could make. If an Egyptian themed region could be so cool. Like we have like Pokemon like Hoppagrigus and Sigilyph because they're in like the desert area in this game, but it's not really Egyptian. Like that we have a couple Pokemon that you could say are Egyptian themed, but if we could have a whole game based off that, it could be awesome. I'd like a Greek mythology game, that could be cool as well. But like they could do so much if they were just given the time. But Nintendo, here's dollar signs. Get that shiny bacon. I'm trying, Melon. I'm trying so hard. Egyptian Lucario regional variant would be a must. It would be so good. I would kill to see that. South America would go hard. So much culture. Definitely. I need to pay attention because I'm not getting my resets right. I think I double resetted the last one. But no, Egyptian Lucario, like there's so many Pokemon like that could get like an Egyptian regional variant and it would go so hard. But like I'm more excited to even see like where they could go with like legendaries and lore and all of that stuff. It could be so cool. South America could go hard if we had like a Brazil region. I mean, I know we had like the soccer stuff with like Sword and Shield. So like we wouldn't go as hard with the soccer. I know soccer's big in Brazil as well. But like I'm sure there's some really cool stuff they could do with South America. Or like dang, now this is such a fun conversation to have. Just like where certain games could be based off of because like the first 4 gens were all like different areas or regions of Japan. And then we got Gen 5, which was New York, and Gen 6, which is France. Gen 7 is Hawaii. Like, there's so much potential. There's so many places that just people wouldn't even think to explore. Like, we could get an Australian region. It would be so cool. Australia, yes, that's what I'm saying, Scott. Took the words out of my mouth. Listen, we're on the same page. We know what we want as Pokemon fans. And sometimes it feels like Game Freak doesn't. Or they do, but they just don't get a chance to give it to us. Australia might be like one of the top ones that I would love to play. I have an idea. I think I can speed this up a bit. We'll do it on the next reset. Australia, you could have like a boomerang Pokemon. That'd be interesting. That could be like the inanimate object Pokemon of the generation. Wombat, kangaroos, dingoes. Those are good ideas too. All right, I save here, and I just get to save a bunch of dialogue, or skip a bunch of dialogue. We're getting a lot of females, though. I feel like I'm using all my luck on that. A legendary for an emu? No, I think they would do something like there could be like maybe an emu like starter. That could be cool. But like I think for legendaries they would find some sort of like I don't know much about Australia, but I feel like they could find some like really deep like cultural legendary, you know what I mean? Favorite spin-off? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Pokemon Conquest is underrated. I also really liked Pokemon Ranger. Um, I wish they did more with Rainbow Serpent. That could be really cool. That's a good one, Alex. It's not resetting. There we go. Yeah, I'd probably say Conquest or Ranger. Those were good games. I also really like Pokepark. I played Pokepark 1 and Pokepark 2 so much. Conquest needs a remake. Game went unbelievably hard. I'm saying I'd be down to stream that game. I haven't played it since it came out. Love to continue this convo, but I have a lot of homework. No worries. That's the priority. I have homework too, but it's not due till Friday. So I'm procrastinating because I want to get this shiny. Thank you, Slacks. Good luck. Have a good night. I keep hitting the nickname. The time loss. Number 35. No, this is the best way to shiny hunt. Streaming, just talking, it makes the time, like, it feels like it's been 5 minutes. It's been 27. This reset counter took me so long to set up, but I'm so glad I have it. I can push a button, and it just adds. Hi, Astrid. How are you doing? I'm happy you guys are watching. That makes me so happy. K-Sib, Kenny Two Belts. What is up, bro? What are the odds in this game? It's 1 in 8,192, I believe. It's pre-Gen 6, and Gen 6's odds are still pretty high. So I could be at this for a while. I'm good. That's good to hear. Yeah, the odds are very, very low in this game. It didn't go up. They didn't go down until Gen 6, which unfortunately, this is the last game before Gen 6 started. I remember my first shiny was Litten. It was my first time playing Sun and Moon. Did you hatch it from an egg? I know the starters are shiny locked. I've never hunted. That's crazy. Really? I thought the starters were shiny locked in Gen 7. No, you are not RRY1F681, bro. Stop the cap. Dad gave me blue version. That's a good game. Take care of it. You'll cherish that forever one day. I don't have blue version. I've been saving up to try and get back all of my old DS copies of the game. I used to have them all, but I had to sell them to get new ones because I could never afford the newest games. Best shiny I've caught? Ooh, I have... One of my favorite shiny hunts I did was in Omega Ruby. It was my shiny Kyurem hunt. I got it in like 900 resets. My first shiny was a Graveler in the cave for Heart Gold Soul Silver E4. My first shiny was in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It was in the Team Rocket base, and it was a Electrode. Like the Electrodes that are there, it was shiny. And I didn't even like really know what I was looking at the time. I thought that was shiny for a second, and I thought I reset over it. How's Pokemon Blue going, Astrid? Have you beat the game yet? I'm never gonna get that Graveler because it was a bootleg copy. That's so tragic. You'll never be able to trade it. First shiny was a Wingull in Sun and Moon. I did a lot of shiny hunting on the 3DS games. I got a Magnemite pretty early on in Sun. It might have been Ultra Sun. What if Gooby got a low taper fade? Kenny, it's crazy you say that because I sang that to myself in the shower yesterday. I said those words and I sang them. I was like, that could be so fire. Thank you for liking the live, Nihad. Have Squirrel and Pikachu? That's awesome. Goomy Gang. Ooh, wait, I could make a song called that. I keep forgetting to update the reset counter. Once I get in the groove. Squirtle. Okay, yeah. I was like, I thought you had a Pokemon that you named Squirtle. Squirtle's a good choice. Very good choice. Take down Brock nice and easy. Yeah, he's beaten every game, I'm sure. Back in high school, we had a song called Goomy Gang to the beat of Gucci Gang. That's exactly what I was thinking that I should make. That'd be pretty funny. I love Goomy. Thoughts on Palworld? I actually just had this conversation, but I'm so down to keep talking about it because it's so interesting. He won't battle me till I beat the game. That is that's probably the best way. That way you both have good Pokemon. Palworld. I haven't played it. I haven't even really watched much about it. I have a friend who keeps asking me to get the game. But I haven't really felt like it, to be honest. I don't know much about it. But I'm really interested to see because I saw Nintendo is investigating the game to see if they can find a way to get a lawsuit out of their ass. But I think it's we were talking about this in my TikTok chat. I'm streaming on TikTok and YouTube at the same time for those of you guys that don't know. We were talking about how it might be just different enough to where there's nothing they can legally do. And Nintendo might snipe them before I get the chance. That's what I'm thinking. But I mean, if that happens, like, you'd probably get your money back. Like, I would be shocked if they didn't give you a refund, especially since it's a digital game. The gameplay is so different in Palworld. Yeah. See, I don't know much about it. I'd actually be down to stream it sometime. I know it's like I've heard it's like Rust and like if there were Pokemon and then there's guns. Obviously like people say it's like oh Pokemon with guns, but I've heard it goes much further than that. I think Nintendo said is their way. Yeah, we know. Please stop telling us. That's possible too. Like, it's like it's an interesting scenario. Should Nuzlocke it? If that's possible, I'm down. Low-key love it. A tad bit of slavery is also included. That's crazy. I mean, that's the entirety of the game that's on my screen right now. But I saw some stuff on Twitter, and again, Twitter is like not the best source, so I took it with a pretty big grain of salt. But like, it showed a Mega Mewtwo Y that was in the game files next to another like PAL, I guess they're called PALs in that game, where it was literally Mega Mewtwo Y, but like they added some claws and little features, and then they made it like a darker color palette. And it's like there was a few other ones. I think there was like a Lucario ripoff, a Lycanroc ripoff. Um, so it's really interesting. I wonder if they end up getting away with that. The thing that has me stumped is if there's actually just Pokemon models in the files that like they used as references and they didn't take them out of the files, they're done, right? There's no way they can continue. If that is what they did and they fumbled so hard that they just left that stuff in the files, that would be insane. Luxray ripoff, yeah, there's probably, I think I saw that one as well. Twitter is my most trusted source for news. That's what's wrong with this world. There's a lot of people that I think truly believe that. When it comes to like random like pop culture knowledge and stuff, I'm fine with looking to Twitter, but if it's like world news and stuff, I'm not using Twitter to find that out. My favorite black and white starter, it's between Samurott and Tepig. Sorry, Snivy fans. I really don't like Embor, his design. I don't mind firefighting. I don't mind any of that. He's alright. Probably Samurott though. Bro, I'm dead ass. Yeah, What is yours, Nihad? Nihad? I'm not quite sure how to say it. I'm gonna say Nihad until you tell me I'm wrong. He hates Gen 5 starters. They are one of my least favorite gens in terms of starters. But it is still in my top 2 gens of all time. So take that as you will. If the starters are... Oh, it's such an interesting conversation. There's so many conversations we can just like... Worst starters are Galar? That's cap, Scott! Don't ever say that in my chat again. Galar's starters, there is one bad starter, which is Sobble, which I also just happen to be shiny hunting in my Pokemon Sword. No, get out of my chat, bro. Don't ever say that again. I'm just kidding, bro. I love you. I understand. I respect your opinion. I have mine as well. Worst starters to me. Oh, I don't know if I can say this on the record, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna get some hate. Oshawott on top. Okay, Benjamin. Speak your truth. We'll come back to it. I have to think on it before I start talking random BS. Melon, who's in my YouTube chat, we did a tier list of the starters in the games and some other stuff the other day. I wish I took screenshots. It would be such an interesting thing to pull up right now. I hope you guys like the YouTube thumbnail. I really put a lot of effort into it. I don't know how to find my own live on TikTok. I want to pull it up so bad. I just don't know how. Oh well. I hated Tepig for a while because I hate pigs, but it's his cool fire scarf and stuff has got. I will give credit. Embor and Tepig have grown on me, but in terms of design, I'm talking terms of design, by the way. Unless we're talking Galar, because Scorbunny is such a good Pokemon. The Libero, Cinderace, back when the game first dropped, Growlithe, yes, Growlithe is my favorite starter. Growlithe is a good Pokemon. Thank you for the input, Kenny. I love you, bro. Yeah. Why do you not like pigs? Or is it just like a random thing that you... I understand. I have those things too. Like, I mess with pigs, personally. I think they're pretty cool. Pigs are just low guys. That's what I'm saying, Scott. Kenny, I love you, bro. That is so funny. Worst Gen 1 starter? Oh, man. See, Zard is cool. I like him. But he's overrated, and there's that whole argument. But I don't think that makes him bad. I know Melon's about to pop off in chat if he's still here. But, my least favorite Gen starters are between Gens 2 and Gen 5. The worst starters are Gen 8? See, I disagree with you. I disagree with you wholeheartedly. I keep almost nicknaming it. The time loss. Honestly, 63 resets in 42 minutes. Not bad at all, by any means. That's why he had to give it time. I mean, listen, man. It's really an interesting conversation. It seems like everybody, like, you could get a room with 100 people and ask each of them what their favorite and least favorite starter generations are, and you would get so many different answers. Like, some people would also base their answers off nostalgia, some would go off stats, some would go off design. Like, there's so many different, like, ways people answer that. Like, I guarantee you, like, the people even in this conversation, in my chats, and me, we all are looking at this question a little bit differently than each other. What is my favorite starter? Oh, now I need to know, Nathan. Are you asking me in terms of, like, which do I think is the strongest? Which is my favorite design? Which is the most near and dear to my heart? Because that's what I'm wondering. Like, I could give you a different answer for each of those questions. Near and dear to my heart is gonna have to be Chimchar. Every time someone asks you that, you should say Gumi. True. Because I did do a run with Gumi only, and Gumi was my starter. So technically, it's a starter. Finally, a W take is crazy. Nice. What about you, Nathan? I'm curious. Everyone right now in chat, please tell me your favorite, like, most nostalgic, or like the starter that means the most to you. I'm very curious. Trico, that's a good answer too. Trico's up there for me as well. Piplup is also you got TikTok has W takes tonight. Yours is Totodile. I will take Totodile too. There's a few that if one of you guys says, I will. Oof. There's a few that you could say that I will not not respect the answer. But so far, all I'm seeing is W choices. Shut the heck up, Melon. I'm gonna walk away right now. Don't ever say that in my chat again. YouTube chat is an L. They just don't stand out to you as much. Are you talking about Generation 8 still? Because that's fair. They do not stand out, but they're good Pokemon. Sobble is not good. Inteleon is not good. Scorbunny is really good, and Rillaboom is also pretty good. I'm pretty sure Cinderace dominated competitive for a while when it came out. Have you played Gen 9? In all, Melon said Chestnut, if for those of you wondering. Gen 9. I never finished Scarlet or Violet. I have them both. I need to finish those. No, Melon was trolling, I think. If I know in my heart he did not mean Chestnut. I think because I said Chimchar and he said W take, and I know Melon likes Chimchar. Infernape, I think, is his favorite starter of all time. It's actually Meganium. Bro, he knows my least favorite starters, bro. Stop talking to me. I don't like Chikorita, and I don't like Chespin, bro. Inteleon, yeah, he's trolling. He's definitely trolling. Meganium is trash, but it's not its fault. You're right about that. It's not his fault, but it doesn't mean I have to agree. Pikachu and Eevee are the goats of starters. Oh, I named that one A. Watch it be shiny. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on, man. Let me just... Charmander? A simple pick, but I'm okay with it. Espeon and Umbreon are the goats. Ooh, this guy knows Pokemon. Benjamin, that's such a good answer. Hey man, good luck on the hunt. Would make my day if you said Cheeseburger Street. You know, Big Howie, I don't know what that means, but I'm so glad I could make your day. So I'll say it again for you. Cheeseburger Street. I don't know if you're gonna like clip that, put it out of context, something. But you seem pretty happy about it, so I'm glad I could contribute to that. Of course, Howie. Should do showdown streams. I did showdown streams in like 9th grade. I'm not the best competitive battler, but I'm actually down to. Eventually, I actually am gonna be playing some showdown here in the near future, so maybe I'll stream it. Melon, I would play you in showdown right now. I need to get this shiny first. If I get the shiny today, which is very unlikely, I will. Gooby, Kenny. I'll tell the crows what you did for me. You have gained allies in the forest. You know? Sure, man. Viewer 1v1s. If I do a showdown stream, I'm more than happy to do viewer 1v1s. Are there any games other than Pokemon you enjoy playing? Absolutely. My favorite game, I think, of all time is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I still haven't completed Tears of the Kingdom yet, but I still play that. I play Fortnite, I play Valorant, I play Minecraft. I play a lot of Minecraft right now. Minecraft mods are really fun too. Should I make a Sheets run or just starve? If you're rich, make a Sheets run. Don't go to the one by me though, where my college is. Don't dox me though. Uncle Mike, my favorite starter is Pikachu. I respect that. That's a good choice, Astrid. Pikachu is just, it's iconic. I get, you got shiny Lucario in Pokemon White. I know it's in White too. Is that what you mean? It's a very rare encounter. I've gotten it one time. My school banned going to the Sheets next door. No. My school also banned that. We had a Sheets right next door too. Hold on. There is a Sheets right next to where I went to high school. Don't say that. You're freaking me out, man. Hope you get your shiny TEPIG. Thank you, Reiji. Day one of asking Gooby to play a Pikmin game. I've never played a Pikmin game, but I am so down to play a Pikmin game. Kenny, what is the best Pikmin game to start with? Reggie, thank you for the follow. I love you. Two, but I don't know if you can get it for the Switch. I own a Wii U if it's on the Wii U. I know Pikmin 3 is on the Wii U. You can get it for the Wii and it'll work on the Wii U. Perfect, bro. I'll check out the cartridges galore on payday. Next time I'm up there. Thoughts on the Wii U servers going down? It's very sad. Especially because like I had a Wii U. I was one of the few people that owned one. And I had games, the games that I played all the time were Splatoon and Mario Maker. And both of those games require you to play online. And I know they both have like upgraded versions on the Switch, but once in a while it would be fun to go back to like the originals. Like I still play Mario Maker 2. I haven't bought Splatoon 3, but I've been considering it. And I played a lot of Splatoon and Splatoon 2. So it's definitely sad to see the Wii U servers going down. I think I saw screenshots like in Splatoon of like all the drawings of like that people would put in like the lobby area, like whatever it's called, Inkopolis or whatever, and it's like goodbye, I'll miss you guys, stuff like that. Like very sad, but like really good drawings too. I also owned one. I just played all my Wii games on the Wii U. Kenny, you're so real for being a Wii U owner. I already respected you so much as a person, but when you just told me that you owned a Wii U, it skyrocketed, man. I was a Wii U enjoyer. Me too, bro. I would wake up and play my Wii U on the weekends, bro. No school, play the Wii U. I had Smash 4 on the Wii U. A lover, if you will. I will. Very underrated console. It's very sad to see it going down so soon, even though it's been out for like over a decade now. Like, it's bittersweet because like it also makes me realize the Switch is, I think, turning 7 this year. The Switch does not feel like it's been out for 7 years, man. I got one 4 years ago. I mean, you still got it pretty early on then, but like it's been out and it's like it's gone on to be one of the best selling systems of all time, and rightfully so. It's so fun. It has so many good games. What's my TikTok doing? 1,500 views. I'll take it. Is Gooby back? When Gooby gets this shiny Tepig, Gooby's back. Sorry, TikTok was open. All right, this one's the shiny, guys. Oh, I lied. I lied. Oh crap, guys! I will be right back. I have to use the bathroom so bad. I'll be quick. My hands are moist because I don't have a towel in my bathroom. But we're back. Thoughts on the 2008 global recession? I personally think it was bad. You know, man, I'm here to play Pokemon. That is an interesting question, though. But, you know, I think people would tend to agree with you. One time I got grounded and snuck the tablet controller and nunchuck into my room and was able to play Star Wars The Force Unleashed hidden in my room while the console was in the other room. That's so smart, bro. You were a bad child, Kenny. Thoughts on the Super Bowl matchup? I would love to talk about it. I would. Wow. Okay, here we go. First of all, what do you think, Benjamin? I'd like to hear your take. Lamar failed us? Listen, man, I'm a Steelers fan, but I did not want to see this rematch. I wanted to see at least the Lions in the Super Bowl. Want $96? You know, I would love $96. That's a good amount of money, and I like money. Let's see here. How are you doing, Brazilian Gato? Go Niners. I wanted the Lions to at least go to the Super Bowl. They deserve it, man. This was their year. I don't have it. Yeah, that's all good, Brazilian cat. That was very funny. Bye. That's one of the most random interactions I've ever had in a stream. So here's the thing. The Chiefs and the 49ers played in the Super Bowl pretty recently. And, you know, the Chiefs ended up winning. And I was rooting for the Chiefs. And I was happy Patrick Mahomes got his ring. I was happy, you know, I like Travis Kelce. I like Patrick Mahomes. And, you know, I don't, like, will it be a good game? I think it'll be a good game. But I just think seeing the Lions in the Super Bowl would have been such an interesting. Like, if it was Lions and Niners, I think the Niners just win. If it was Ravens and Lions, I don't know how that would have gone personally. Thoughts on FNAF? You know, I'm a FNAF enjoyer. I actually would be so down to stream the FNAF games. I haven't really played through them. I've only like watched some stuff of them. And then I watch like some lore videos because I think it's really entertaining. But FNAF is pretty goated. I actually had a run before I stopped posting. No. I might have ended up, I don't remember. I did a Nuzlocke. It might not have ever got posted, but it also might have. I don't remember which one it was. But all of my Pokemon were nicknamed after FNAF characters. I don't know if the Lions would have beaten the Chiefs or the Ravens, but I at least wanted them to go. It's fair. I mean, before I say this, I'm 21, and please be responsible with money. But I did some sports betting on Sunday night with some bonus bets on DraftKings. And so I just had the $25. Like, it gives you $200 to just blow. You can, and if you're right about whatever you're betting on, you get more money back. The Lions, because they were just going crazy and I kept betting on them, they won me $300. So yeah, I was rooting for the Lions that day. Har, 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 har. Shoot, I just closed my game out. But for those of you new to the stream, if you could like, follow back, subscribe if you're on YouTube, I'd very much appreciate it. It helps the stream. It could push it to more people. Love you guys. Back, I have 96 doubloons. Buddy, you spelled doubloons wrong. Why is the game not working? What's wrong with the TikTok? Oh, okay. Nothing's wrong with the TikTok. I'm just not smart. There we go. What do I play Fortnite on? I play on PC. Guys, I know where Gooby lives in real life. Kenny, don't dox me, bro. I'll sue you. Have you played or heard of Xenoblade Chronicles? I have heard of it. And I remember specifically, like, when the Switch came out, I was kind of interested because there wasn't a ton of games on the Switch yet, but I think they had a Xenoblade game, like, in the first year or two. And I looked into it, but I didn't really know enough about it. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to spend $60 on this franchise. I might hate. But would you recommend it? I don't know anything about it. Like, I've seen some of the characters in Smash Bros. And like, by the way, that was the one. This is the 100th reset. Do we think we're getting it? Place your bets. If you like the stream, I think we're gonna. I think I heard we might end up getting a shiny here. So keep that in mind, man. I'm not telling you what to do, but do you play Smash? I dabble. It's really good. One of the best stories in a game I've ever experienced. Don't say that to me. You're gonna make me buy it. You're gonna make me buy it, man. It was not the 100th. Messi, before he moved to the worst team in MLS. Smash stream? Maybe one day on YouTube or Twitch. I don't know if I'd stream it on TikTok. I think I'd lose a lot of followers. watch someone let's play it first. I know Chugga Conroy. See, my problem with that is like I like let's plays and stuff, but I don't like to watch them before I play a game, because when I play like solo games like that, I do it for the story usually. So getting spoiled the whole story would just make me not want to play it. You played it on the Wii, but the Switch version is so much better graphically. That's fair. That's fair. I don't doubt it. And that's like that. It goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Like, the Switch has games like that look so good. And then Pokemon Scarlet and Violet exist. We gotta see this TEPIG, bro. I gotta see it. Scott, thank you for liking the stream. I love you. Captain America, Christian Pol. Why do you keep going back to the beginning? So what I'm doing here is called soft resetting, where I'm trying to get this TEPIG. I want a shiny TEPIG. So you can get your starter shiny, but if I get the starter, see here, it's not shiny. I can reset, and then I can get it again, and there will be a new chance for it to be shiny. So I just keep doing this until TEPIG is shiny, but I won't know until it's in my party. How are you so committed to these resets? I could never. I mean, one thing is you guys are helping, but two is like, I mean, when there's something I like want to do or just sit down and do, it's kind of easy for me to just, I don't know how, but like it's things like this are almost therapeutic to me. Like, it's very simple to do, and like I multitask when I shiny hunt. So like, for example, this time I'm streaming and I have, you know, you guys to talk to in my chat. But even when I'm not live, like I have music on as well, or like I'll be in a voice call with some friends, or I'll have a show on or a YouTube video. What am I on? I'm on an emulator right now, which is the craziest part. I'm doing all of this on an emulator. And once I'm done this Nuzlocke, I'm never going to be able to do anything with this TEPIG. I'm purely getting this TEPIG just for the video. If you go to FNAF Security Beach Files, you can hear Glamrock Freddy doing the her. That's so funny. Why is that in the files? And why was it unused? What's an emulator? So I'm on my PC. Nintendo Ninjas, if you're watching this, no you're not. It's like a program where you can play DS games on, but you have to own the game to be able to legally do it. And I have Pokemon Black 2, and then I have the ROM. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm not gonna, you know, do all that. But if you want to look at it's pretty interesting if you want to look it up. I'm not the best at explaining it. All I know is I'm able to play Pokemon on my computer and then record videos. Gotta go, but good luck. Thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming by. You are a real one. You're a loyal fan. I love you. Do I have a VR? I had one. I had a MetaQuest 2. I didn't end up playing it that much. I played FNAF VR on it. I had that. I played Minecraft in VR. That was quite the experience. I played Super Hot, but I ended up trading it to my friend for a 3060 Ti, my graphics card in my PC, because I needed a new graphics card in my PC, and I didn't use the Meta Quest, and it was called the Oculus at the time, but he wanted a VR. I needed a new graphics card, so we traded. I want to get back into the Nintendo DS game. Which consoles do I need for Heart Gold Soul Silver Black White 2? A DS, a DSi, or a 3DS will work. I found a shiny Apple and I'm gonna go release him. Why would you do that? That just makes no sense. You know there's a VR FNAF 2? Yeah, it's pretty new. It almost made me want to get a new VR. If I ever have the extra money, I'm gonna get a new VR headset. Because there's a lot of new VR games that I actually want to play, and that's one of them. The most updated, I would say you get a 3DS, because you can play DS games and 3DS games on it. But if you get a DS Lite, you can play Game Boy Advance and DS games. But I would recommend the 3DS. You can play anything from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White 2, X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So there's a lot of games you can play if you get a 3DS. Just be careful when you're buying the games. There's a lot of fakes out there nowadays. How do you know which is legit? So that's the issue. This is why I actually don't have any copies right now. Like I have a couple, like I think I have like one DS game and a couple of my 3DS games, but I used to have to sell them or trade them in to get the newest one because I was never able to afford the new game, but I always wanted to play it. So nowadays, the DS Pokemon games are being sold online and at stores and stuff for like over $100 just for one of them. Like if you go to a used game store or online, you'll see Pokemon Platinum or Heart Gold for like probably like $100 at the lowest, which is insane. So there's people that make fakes where you can't like trade or anything, and like they're kind of like bootleg. So if you see one that's like $30, like it could be real, and I don't really know how to spot fakes. I'm not a professional, but if you see like a price that's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. I have the OG Heart Gold Soul Silver. I want to play Pearl or Diamond. I know Pearl sells for cheaper than Diamond for whatever reason. But yeah, I would get a 3DS to play those games. Diamond, Pearl, or Fire, Piplup. Yeah, Diamond, Pearl. I think Platinum. I think Platinum is the best of that generation, but I digress. Julian Foley said, "Hi, Bear. Thank you. Thank you for the 30 diamonds." I'm not sure what that means, but thank you, Julian. I'm not entirely sure what that means exactly on TikTok, but I'm still learning. But I know it's quite generous, so thank you. Why were the DP remakes bad? I don't think they were bad. That's a controversial question in the Pokemon community. But for me, it is literally just Diamond and Pearl, but it's faster paced. Like a lot of the grinding is removed. It's HD. The music is all remastered and good, but like you can even use the DS music. Like there's an option in the game to play with it. And I think the biggest problem people had with it was too faithful to the originals. Like when you look at Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and especially Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, like there's some changes in the games from the originals. Like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they added the megas. They had like the Delta episode, like post game stuff. Diamond and Pearl remakes, like they had a few extra things at the end, Like you could go in and catch all the legendaries and stuff. But also like you could have Pokemon from like later generations. In the Diamond and Pearl remakes, you can't have anything from Gen 5 onward, even though they came out during Gen 8. Which is it's really confusing. So like there's a few things like that are disappointing about it. Nikki, welcome to the stream. There's a few things that are disappointed about it, but I don't think they're bad. Thank you again, Julian. I appreciate it. And that's another good thing to bring up is I'm very excited to see Black and White remakes. But I'm also, especially after seeing Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, like it makes me a little scared. Like for example, I think another reason people say Diamond and Pearl remakes are bad is because like it's not what anybody expected when they heard we were getting Diamond and Pearl remakes. You know? So like with Black and White, like if they did a completely faithful remake, I don't think I would be too upset. But like the art style in this game is so good, and if they just like put that into like the 3D engine that like Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet are on, it would not hit the same. Like the art style is a big reason I go back to these games. They're so like fun to look at. I like 2D better. Yeah, I don't think Pokemon has really nailed the 3D art style yet. They killed it. They absolutely killed it with Gen 5 and even Gen 4 look really good. Like I think those are peak Pokemon. As crazy as it is to say, in my opinion, graphically or at least in terms of art style. Like there's some really good cutscenes in the 3D games and like some really good visuals. But overall, like I would rather play through a DS game than one of the 3D Pokemon games. That might be crazy to say. I don't know, but I grew up playing Heart Gold and Platinum, and then Black and White, and then stopped, and then went on to console. So, I mean, you were there for, in my opinion, peak Pokemon. Platinum to Heart Gold to Black 2 is the best like way to do it. Those games are all so good, and like maybe there's a hint of nostalgia in there when I say that, but I truly believe that that is peak Pokemon. Like if there was a graph, I'm trying to like visualize it. If there was a graph of like the timeline and then it showed like which games dropped and like how much I liked them or like the peak popularity or like all of that stuff, the DS era of Pokemon would be the top and then it would be going slightly down from there. I played my first Pokemon game within the last 4 years and it was Pearl, and then I played Platinum. See, that's so perfect. That makes me so happy to hear, Nihad. Like, knowing that there's still people today that have never played Pokemon, but when they start playing, those are their first games. Like, that's what I grew up playing, and that's where I fell in love with it. When I was a kid, I thought Gen 4 would be the last generation. There was actually talks. In like like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Platinum were supposed to be like their ultimate games, and like they had nothing planned beyond those at the time. The only Pokemon media I consumed before was buying random cards and books thinking they look cool. And they did, but like, and that's like the gateway. Like, once you start seeing like the cards or like books or manga or like the cartoons or the anime, it's like, wait, there's games of this, I can like interact with this stuff. It's it's very interesting. There's way too much material in Pokemon. I thought Mega Evolutions was enough. I really like Megas. I wish there wasn't a new gimmick every generation nowadays. Like, Z moves were Gigantamax, Terastallization, from my understanding, is okay, but I think Megas was the perfect way to do it, and I get that they like couldn't just release new Megas in every game because like every Pokemon would inevitably have a Mega form, but I don't know, man. Like, if they stop or like added Megas every few generations, or like when they did remakes, it'd be cool. Just silly little hats. They were great games. They were. They really were. Like, when I say, don't get me wrong, when I say like the DS era was peak Pokemon, that doesn't mean that X and Y and like Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, like, that doesn't mean I think those are bad. I freaking love those games too. And I would go play those right now. And I would still enjoy them. But I just think the other stuff is more iconic, it's better. But like, that doesn't mean the other stuff is bad. I agree the gimmicks are bad now, but you can't reinvent the wheel easily. Yeah, but I don't think they had to. Like, they could have just done Megas in Gen 6 and then just dropped them without new gimmicks every time. Or I think you get what I'm saying. Pokemon designs don't feel like Pokemon now. There's an actual penguin with an ice block. I like Ice Cube. Like, and there's some examples where I'd agree with you, but like, there's also the argument where like in Gen 1, there is a literal Pokeball. There is a puddle of slime as a Pokemon. There like, so like, like every generation I feel has some Pokemon that are like, what the heck am I looking at? And like an argument people make is like in Gen 5, like they have the ice cream cone or the trash bag. But like, Pokemon has always had stuff like that. It is subjective. It definitely is subjective. I agree with you. I remember Gen 5. Yeah, Gen 5 got a lot of slack. That's what I'm saying. Like, but like Gen 6, there's a set of keys. So like, it's definitely subjective, and like there's an argument for both sides, but like I've actually been watching like a lot of like the Did You Know gaming Pokemon videos, and like the developers have even mentioned that like when they're making Pokemon, they talk about like how they aim, like when they're making a new region, like for example when they went to I don't remember which game it was, but like they look at animals that are like prevalent in the area they're basing the game off of, and they see like animals, and they're like, okay, we need some certain animals that are Pokemon. We need inanimate objects. Like they literally think of inanimate objects that they can turn into Pokemon when they're developing. So like it's not like it's unintentional or lazy. Like they're doing it on purpose. It's just I think some land better than others. I miss Megas. I miss Megas too. I'm back. Welcome back, Epicry. If it executes the purpose, that's what matters. It doesn't matter if it's unappealing. Exactly. Like I think they know what they're doing. Like because I guarantee you they have so many Pokemon that they draw up and have conceptualized or even fully developed that like when the game fully drops, we never see them. Because they're like, oh, that's not good enough, or that doesn't fit here. So like the Pokemon that they put in the game, they definitely like hand pick. Like they know why they're picking what they're picking and making what they're making. What's your favorite Mom in Scarlet Violet? It's tough because I haven't beat those games, to be 100% honest with you. I really like the starters though. I like Fuecoco a lot. Every Pokemon is someone's favorite. Exactly. That's such a good point. It's such a great way to look at it too. Shiny in the next 10 encounters? I'll take it, Epicry. Let's see, we're at 136 right now. So 146, I'm hoping we have a shiny. Juan, thank you for liking the live. I love you. Thank you. You're amazing. I believe too, Epicry. How many resets did you do for the Sigilyph? I stopped counting. It took me well over a month though. It was freaking ridiculous. I might have said it in the video, but I don't remember off my head. What do you think would have happened if they ended Pokemon in Gen 4, 5, or 6? I mean, if we're gonna be Gooby, it's really love you, Goody. What's up, Dakota? If we're gonna be, I could be like a smartass here. What would happen if they ended Pokemon then? Literally nothing. Nothing would have happened. But, it's interesting, but I just don't think, I think at that point, like with Gen 4 and 5, Pokemon was popping off, and then with Gen 6, the 3DS was the newest handheld console. Like they needed a heavy hitting game to get people to buy it, so they dropped X and Y. So I don't think they would have ended the games there. I just don't think that ever would have happened. Dialga, easily. Between Dialga and Palkia, I love Dialga so much more. Wrong answer. You're wrong. Ho-Oh is my favorite legendary. Man, I wish I streamed these hunts for my other series. This would have been so fun. The shiny Ho-Oh reaction, if I was recording for it, but if I was live streaming when I got that Ho-Oh, that would have been insane. Switching platforms? Welcome to YouTube, Scott. Yeah, you can see the reset counter here. It wasn't compatible with my TikTok streaming stuff. We got the Minecraft beats in the background. Wait, this goes hard. Epicry, 4 more resets before the shiny if you're right. Mice on Venus. Oh, those were the days, man. Those were the days. So iconic. I believe too, we got this, Epicry. It's gonna happen. What I disliked about Pokemon was trading to evolve specific Pokemon. I never minded that. I thought it was really fun. I mean, it was kind of difficult, especially like if you didn't have somebody else who had the game and a DS and like the Pokemon you wanted to trade for, it was a lot more difficult. But like for me growing up, I had siblings that played also. So like we could trade with each other and then just trade it back. So I never really had an issue with that. But I definitely see where people are coming from when they say that. I hated it because I played bootleg stuff. Yeah, if you got like knockoff or bootlegs or fakes, you can't trade or anything. Alright, Epic Read. This is number 146. I need to find the OG copies of Diamond and Pearl. Oh, that'd be so good. Epicry, you were wrong. I get why Palkia is water type with space, but why is Dialga steel type? I think they just needed a second typing, and then they looked at its design and was like, we could pass that off as a steel type. That's probably what happened. I'm calling you'll get him. It's 1752? That's so far away. You could have said like 500. I would have been happy. No, I'm kidding. That's not even bad. 1752 is way below odds. I'll be very happy with that. No, Emperor. I'll take 1752. I'll take 1752. We're at 148 right now, so we've got a ways to go. But if it's 1752, I will be more than happy. I'm sorry I was wrong. It's okay, Epicry. I'm just kidding. It's no big deal. $9.46. I'll take $9.46. Did my controller just die? No. Another Minecraft beat? I love complicated evolutions. Yeah, they're like if every I feel like it wouldn't be the same if every Pokemon just evolved by leveling up. You know what I mean? $9,460. Don't say that. You just cursed me. I also want to do the Darkrai glitch. I think a Melon. I don't know if he's still in chat. But I think he recently was doing that. I don't know if he did it for Darkrai, but I also find that very interesting. Valerian Yamask was a BS Evo. Yeah. I mean, there's some that are but I really don't mind. It's creative, it's unique. What would you do if I failed the shiny? I'd probably cry and then end the stream. I was so confused when I walked into a church in Pearl knowing Arceus exists. That's so true. It's in Hearthome, I think. There's just a church there. It's a cool looking building though. Like if I reset over it, yeah, I would be very sad. I would be sad for like a little while, then I would get back on my computer and upload it to TikTok. $4.98. All right, lock in your numbers right now, guys. It is the Dex number. That would be iconic if I got it on $4.98. Do you think that Pokemon games were too easy? Or do I think they are too easy? I believe in you. Thank you, Rorik. I believe in you. Whatever you're aspiring to do right now, I believe in you. $7.22? Alright, that's your guess. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think they were too easy. I think there's a few that are definitely easy. Like, I think X and Y are pretty easy. I think Platinum has some good difficulty. Black and White, Gen 5 does as well. Even Ultra Sun and Moon to an extent. Like, Ultra Necrozma, that battle, I really had to work for. It's like... Do I think they've gotten easier? Maybe a little bit. One of the things a lot of people say when the old games are a grind. That's what I was about to say, Chef. One of the things that people say when they say Pokemon has gotten too easy is that like the XP share and stuff like makes it too easy. Oh yeah, I'm always over leveled and stuff. And like yeah, you could, and then you know people are like, oh well, there you can turn it off. Oh, but you can't nowadays. But for me, I have to go get ready for bed. All right, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with me. I had fun. I hope you had a good time too. Have a good night. Um, I think for me, especially as somebody who plays these games for videos and content, so I'm playing through them a lot, I don't mind it. Like anything to make me have to grind less. Like do you really think that grinding, running around in circles in grass, fighting the same 3 Pokemon for an hour is difficult? I don't think that's difficult. I just think it's boring and grindy, and I don't think that's fun. There are games where like grinding and stuff is very fun, but I don't think grinding is super fun in Pokemon. Like the challenge comes in for me where it's like having the right team for the like next gym battle, or like, like planning stuff out and all that, and then people could always establish level caps. Then like that's another thing, like a lot of like nuzlocks, which is another thing people do to make the games harder because they think it's too easy. Like, do I think Pokemon is too easy? It really depends too. Like that's such a good question. If you know Pokemon and if you're good at the games, if you know stats, if you know like moves, type matchups, you could say that they're easy. But for somebody who's like a casual player, I don't think they are too easy. Um, it would be really cool if they somehow implemented like a chat, like Black and White 2 had challenge mode. If they just kept that, that would have been. I wish they put that into every future generation. I would have absolutely ate that up. And I don't think anybody would have complained. I think that would have been a very welcome addition to this series. Favorite alcoholic beverage? Mine's hand sanitizer. I'm more of a rubbing alcohol type guy personally. Any kids in the stream, please don't do that. I have to say it. I like it when my Pokemon are a little underleveled. I like being either slightly underleveled or being like right at the same level as like the battles that I'm in, because like then like I have to try a little bit, like there's some strategy involved. I always used to use battle seekers and got levels in Pokecoin fighting the rich kids. Yeah, that was always fun. Like yeah, anything to like get like money and stuff in the game, I always did that stuff too. By the time I faced the Elite Four in Platinum, my Pokemon were severely underleveled and I actually lost. That might have happened to me back in the day too. I think the battle that got me was the Cyrus battle in Platinum. That battle was actually pretty difficult. I thought stat lowering was permanent. You're probably not the only person that thought that. Heck, I might have believed that for a period of time. But like, I don't think even if I thought that, I probably didn't think permanent. I probably would have just thought like it was like a status condition. So like once I go to the Pokemon Center, it goes away. I don't know what this song is or what game it's from, but I want to play whatever game this is from. If anyone here knows, please let me know. That melody was crazy. Do I like Reshiram or Kyurem? Or do you mean Reshiram or Zekrom? I if I'll do Reshiram and Zekrom first. I really like both of them. I think I initially, yeah, you meant Zekrom. I figured. I initially bought Pokemon Black, and I think I really wanted Zekrom, but I was like, I liked Pokemon Black just sounded cooler to me. Um, but it made me really like Reshiram. But Zekrom is also cool. I think I prefer Reshiram though. In terms of design, oh, they're both really good. That's like, I think Reshiram and Zekrom are the closest to 50-50 between any box legendaries for me. You don't know the song, but I should play Palworld. I've had a lot of people telling me to play Palworld. I might have to give it a try for you guys sometime. Would you guys watch me play Palworld? If enough people say they would watch me play Palworld, I would consider it. Yeah. Why was there a black and white 2 and not gray? There's actually an answer out there. I don't really know it very well, but like there's actually, I think you can Google that and relatively easily find the answer, but I think it has something to do with they just wanted to do something different or something. And I'm all here for it. I think black and white 2 are much better than any Pokemon Gray would have been. Like I wish more Pokemon games got sequels instead of like DLC or definitive versions. I think there should be more sequel stuff. Like the N and Getsus arc are really good. Like it's I love it. I love it so much. But I'm really interested to hear, what do you guys think? Like, what is your guys' favorite generation? And why? Gen 4, Casino, and Heart Gold Soul Silver are really good. I I really like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but I don't know if I like them as much as a lot of people do. They're really good. They're really fun. The Pokemon are good. They're just really fun to play through. But my issue with them starts to be when I think the level curve is terrible, at least in the main game. Like for example, like especially after like the third gym, I'm pretty sure it's the third gym. It's like um like the Pokemon are pretty like low level. Like it's pretty easy to over level. But not only that, like there's a point in the game where like you're fighting like level 40 Pokemon, and all the Pokemon in the wild are still like level 15, level 20, level 10. So that's frustrating. I think that's my biggest gripe with those games. Other than that, I love them. The Team Magma and Aqua are cool. Rayquaza's my favorite legendary. Also Mudkip. Those are good answers. Those are good answers. I think, ooh, my favorite evil team is either Galactic or Plasma. They're the two that felt the most like actually evil. Like there was actually like a big threat. And going to Kanto and Harkle Soul Silver also, like I think that's what makes the games as good as they are. Like they would still be alright, but if you couldn't go to Kanto, I don't think people would love them nearly as much. The Aether Foundation is also one of those, but I think in terms of my favorite, it's Plasma or Galactic, but Aether is also definitely probably a third for me. Like Team Flare, they suck. Team Rocket, they're the OGs, but like they don't do anything super crazy. Team Skull, they're funny. They don't really feel evil. They're just like a public nuisance. Team Yell, I don't even know if I consider them an evil team at all. Like they don't do anything. Gen 2 W level curves. You are bugging. Yeah, they created Mewtwo. That's like they are not bottom tier for me, bro. But they are below Galactic and Plasma, and probably Aether too. I know some people call them boring, but Team Rocket just being a crime gang was so cool because they didn't want to kill everyone, but they just felt like a gang. Good night, Epicry. Thank you, I appreciate it. That's a good point, Nihad. Um, and that's kind of where I am with Team Skull, except to a lesser extent, because Team Skull actually just does nothing wrong but be annoying. Team Rocket does do bad. They do steal Pokemon. They do get in the way. They do hold people up. Like they're basically, by definition, a gang. So that's a great way to put it. And then, like you said, Melon, like they created Mewtwo, so they're definitely up there. But like, for example, like Getsis literally tries to kill you in this game. Cyrus like is willing to do anything to get what he would consider his dream world, which he's obviously just delusional. And then they brainwashed N since a child to believe that what he was doing was helping people in Pokemon. But no, I really I like that take Nihad on Team Rocket. It's a good take. Thanks for doing the filter. I couldn't find it and wanted to do this challenge. I got you, Tricky Zambi. I got you. Welcome to the live. Yeah, I did this challenge a while back, and it was so freaking fun. And, you know, it gives me shinies. Like, I could not do the shinies. But that's lame. Like, if I got the shinies or didn't get the shinies, it would not really affect, like, much of the challenge at all. But I think, especially for the videos, like, I have to get the shinies. Hey man, good luck on the TEPIG. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it. I'm gonna need all the luck I can get from you guys. I remember it was crazy long crazy how long it was taking. Yeah, like with the Sigalith, like that's all I did for that month and a half where I wasn't posting. That's why. And I beat the odds by a long shot. No, I like Sigalith. It actually has a special place in my heart because of that challenge. I definitely don't hate Sigalith. I would use it again. It actually did a really good job. It low-key carried quite a few battles. I almost stopped resetted before checking. Imagine if I did that and that was the shiny. But I've had a few people ask me that, like, do you hate Sigalith because of how much, like, you're never gonna want to look at another Sigalith again. And maybe my answer, a year ago when all that was happening, would have been different. But now, especially now that that challenge is over, I rock with it. Felipe, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. I also just want to stay on the record. I'm going to stream this hunt as much as I can when I'm hunting, but there's going to be times where I'm going to hunt this off screen. I'll still record it all just so I have it, but like if I'm like doing something or like watching something or if it's like 3 in the morning, I don't want to go live at 3 in the morning. So I'll record it all, but like the majority of this hunt will probably be streamed. But like when I'm just like doing something on my computer, I'm gonna have this on the side hunting as well. Just full disclosure. So there's a chance I get it off stream, but thank you Scotty 2 for subscribing. I love you. I'm doing a Dynamax Adventure or 2 in Sword, then we'll probably draw. Awesome. I hope you're having a good time. If you want to vibe with us in the stream, that's fine with me. How many resets in? We are 189 resets in. I'm streaming on YouTube as well right now. The TikTok live wasn't compatible with my reset counter, and I didn't want to have to manually go in and reset, like type it every time. So there's no reset counter on TikTok, but there is a reset counter on the YouTube stream. But if anyone in TikTok is curious, just ask me. But anyone on the TikTok, if you could like the stream, follow back if you haven't, I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Thank you. Same thing for YouTube. Having fun recovering from a cold, feeling so much better than I did on Monday when it was at its peak. That's good. Yeah, this is the first day I've really been able to use my hand. Yo, just subscribe. That came from TikTok. Thank you, John. I love you. You're the best. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy your stay. Yeah, I injured my thumb 2 Sundays ago. I was washing my dishes and I cut it pretty deep. So I haven't really been able to do anything, but this is the first day I've been able to like use it, and I thought today's the day. Gooby is officially back. Maybe not to daily uploads like I was in my prime. But Gooby's back making content, streaming. Because I do work. Like, I probably won't be streaming this tomorrow or Friday. Because I work. Or Saturday, because I work those days. And, like, so it'll probably be earlier days in the week where I'm streaming in the evenings, is if I don't have, like, a ton of homework and stuff. But, like, my free time is going to be back to Pokemon. You guys have my attention. I do go to college. I work pretty much full-time, and I'm a full-time college student. This is just, right now, this is a hobby. You know, one day, it's obviously the dream to have this be my full-time job. I mean, really, nowadays, whose dream is it? Who doesn't have that as a dream? But I gotta just do this on the side as a hobby. And maybe, you know, eventually one day something will happen to where I can invest so much more time. Gooby, there's this podcast. I think it's called the Goat Talk Podcast. Oh, I might have heard of that once or twice. I might actually be a guest on an episode or two. If you guys want to check that out on Spotify or anywhere you get your podcasts, I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. What's my major? Mass communication and then graphic design minor. I'm so not mentally prepared for college. I feel you, man. I mean, listen, there's no rush. I'm 21 years old in my second semester. Like there's no rush. Do it when you're ready. Like even if there's outside pressure, like I've experienced it. There's people in my life like you need to go to college, you need to do something. Do things at your own pace, man. Like eventually, like if it's really what you want to do, you might have to step out of the comfort zone a little bit, take that leap, but I don't think you'll regret it when you do. But there's no rush, man. Do it when you're ready. Do what makes you happiest, and just as long as you're healthy, you're doing what's best for you, you're not hurting anybody around you, that's what matters. Take care of yourself, get your mental up, and then you can go to school if that's what you want to do. Thanks for the words of encouragement. Of course, we're all here for each other. That's the community that I'm trying to build, you know. And you know, I've been in that exact position for a few years, so I really do relate to that, Frank. So you know, whatever you need to do, focus on yourself. I understand, and as long as you have good people around you, they will as well. Who's your favorite Pokemon content creator? Ooh, I missed that question. I'm sorry. I don't know how long ago you sent that. Um, that's a good question. Um, I agree. I'm in college. I wish I started off in community. Yeah, so favorite Pokemon content creator. There's some really good ones. There's this guy called Gooby that I really. I'm just kidding. Um, I'm definitely not the best by any stretch, but um, somebody I haven't watched him as much recently, but I haven't been watching much YouTube in general. But I really like Purple Cliff. I think he's funny. He's a genuine guy. Um, you know his videos. You know you could say they're a little loud or whatever, but I think they're good. He has great content ideas. His videos are really well put together. Um, and if you look at some of my long form content, you can definitely tell I have some inspiration taken from a couple of his videos. But I really like Purple Cliff. It's actually funny. When I started this challenge for the first time on Pokemon Black, I started it and I started posting it. But like when I was just recording it, he dropped the same challenge on YouTube in Pokemon Platinum, I think is what it was. And then I dropped it and I had people in my comments like, "You copied Purple Cliff." It's like, yeah, I just did this whole challenge, you know, up to this point in the time that he posted it. And you know, there's no hate there obviously, but I just thought it was funny. Bum, bum, bum. Imagine the Gen 2 remakes. Look, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm curious to hear because there's some different people in here than there were earlier. You know, some of you guys are still here as well, but I want to hear your thoughts. Obviously, Pokemon Day is coming up. And they usually announce a new game. What do you guys think they're gonna announce as like the next big release? Do you guys think it's gonna be a Gen 5 remake? Do you guys think it's gonna be a Johto game? Do you guys think it's gonna be Generation 10? Something else? Like, I'm very curious to hear. The first three that I said. Why is Black 2 more popular than White 2 emulated? I don't know. I just picked Black 2 because that's just what I felt like playing. I just like when I pick one, there's not really a reason to why I pick it unless there's like a specific encounter I need. But that is an interesting observation. You think Gen 5 remakes will be announced? I wish for a Lola remake for the Switch that will never come. Yeah, we're not gonna see a Lola remakes for probably like 8 years. They're even still doing remakes. Especially because we just got Gen 4 remakes like less than 2 years ago. So there's still a few generations left. And especially now that they're doing stuff like Let's Go and Legends, it's gonna make that gap even bigger. So like we're gonna have like before we just get Gen 5 remakes, then Gen 10, then Gen 11, and then Gen 6 remakes. Like somewhere in there, we're also gonna now have like a new Legends game, most likely, or a new Let's Go game, or you know they'll also probably come up with something new even in that time frame. Let's Go Eevee is Gen 1 remakes. I think most people consider it a form of a remake. I don't know if they say like it's like a definitive Gen 1 remake, and I don't think it's really considered that, especially with like, you know, the Mickey Mouse a wild Pokemon system. Oh, is this song from Breath of the Wild? Bum, 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 bum. Yes, it is. I love this song. But like it's definitely a Gen 1 remake. Like it's a Kanto game in like a higher quality. There are way too many Gen 1 remakes for my liking. I bet they'll announce another one. You know, I wouldn't be shocked at this point. I would probably be a little disappointed myself. Like I think every other option that is on the table is better than another Kanto game. If we get another game and you can go to Kanto in it, you know, I'll be happy with I'll be okay with that. Like if we get another Johto game and we can explore Kanto in it, I'll be okay with that. Kaney, thank you for following on TikTok. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Kaney. I have to say Sinnoh is the best region. In terms of just region, or like the Pokemon in it and the games that it's in, like I think Sinnoh is a top tier region as well. I really like it. I like its layout. Mount Coronet is so cool. The way it's laid out is interesting. Having the 3 lakes, it is a really good region, especially for its time. After this encounter, after this reset, I have to pee really bad. I had a lot of water today. All right. Do we get it before I go pee? Place your bets now. No. Oh gosh, chat. Okay, I'll be back in like a minute. I have to use the bathroom so badly. I'll be quick. I promise. I'm back, chat. I'm so sorry. I had to use the bathroom. All right. Where'd he go? I was AFK. I just answered your question. My apologies, guys. I know I probably just lost a couple of viewers, but it's okay. I'm back. We're gaming now. We'll probably go till close to 300 resets, and then I'm gonna probably have to end for today. I'm getting hungry, and I have some math homework I gotta do. Welcome back. No worries. We understand. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. You guys are very understanding. But yeah, I have some homework I'm gonna take care of. Make myself some dinner. Play with my kitten. I need to show you guys my kitten right now, but she's asleep, and if I get her up, she's not gonna stop running around. She has a tendency to unplug my PC, or hit the switch, or turn my router off. So if I get her up, it's a risky game. What if she did that when you got the shiny? That was like the bit in the shiny Sigalith video. I don't know if you guys remember, or how many of you guys have seen it, but in the video where I got the shiny Sigalith, my girlfriend at the time and I had just gotten the kitten, and I had the kitten with me when I was doing the hunt, and I was like, it reminded me of a Purple Cliff video where like he shows this long like process of him doing something in the game. It might have even been a shiny hunt, and then at the end of the game, like something happened. I was like, I should do like a parody of that at the end of the video. So I made the bit at the end of the video that kitten turned my PC off and I lost the shiny. Obviously I didn't. I just thought it was funny to throw in the video. But like, if that actually happened now, that would be my karma for putting that in the video. And I also put in the comments that that was the case. Like, I wasn't like portraying that as real or anything, obviously, because I used it in the next video. But man, if she shut my PC off when I got the shiny, as soon as I get the shiny, I'm hitting my save state bind. I can't risk that. I can't. Come on, I keep accidentally nicknaming it. There we go. But yeah, I probably got a few more resets in me. I'll probably go till close to 300, and then we'll call it for the night. I'll record all of my resets that I do off stream as well, so that we have the content. What time zone are me? I'm Eastern Standard Time, so it's currently 9 p.m. for me. I don't have any homework due at midnight, but I have homework due at midnight tomorrow that I just want to get over with because I work tomorrow, so I have to plan everything out very perfectly. Friday night. It's actually Thursday night. Sorry, yeah. It's like whenever it hits midnight on Thursday night. So like 11:59 tomorrow night. My fault. I said that strangely. But yeah, I have Gooby, gotta go. Appreciate you, brother. Kenny, thank you for tuning into the stream. Go listen to Go Talk Podcast, guys. Love you guys. Or love you, Kenny. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for the laugh earlier as well. I needed it. I got some due tomorrow. I'm finishing up. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do once I make some food and end the stream. I'm not sure what I'm gonna make yet. I have a few choices. I think I just changed how my microphone's gonna sound, but I think it's gonna sound a little bit better now. It might be a little quiet though. You have to let me know. Yeah, it's a little quiet. Slowly but surely we're wearing this Cresselia down. We wouldn't be able to... I thought we wouldn't be able to do it as we have 2 lives left. Dang. Yeah, the Dynamax adventures are fire. 1 life. Oh, okay. Did you just lose one or did you typo? We lost one as I said that. That's brutal. Her terror raids have a base shiny odds, which is a waste. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Like, you could ask me questions about pretty much any game before Scarlet and Violet, and I probably have some form of answer for you. But I just never got the motivation to go back to Scarlet and Violet. I definitely need to. I've heard from a few people that it's worth playing. I do have I also we beat it. Pause. Time to see if I got a shiny. Let's go. I hope you did. Fingers are crossed for you. I also do have some other stuff I'm probably gonna be putting out alongside this series when I can, because I have stuff that I just never uploaded that I can probably put out, especially, you know, since I have shiny hunts to do for this one. I have 2 shinies I have to get for this challenge, so these are gonna take quite a bit of time. But I'm pretty sure Fungus or Amoongus is gonna be one of my later encounters for this. So once I get this TEPIG, I can post this pretty regularly. No shinies? That's quite unfortunate. See, this is what's so awesome about shiny hunting, like streaming, or like what you're doing, Frank. It's like, for me, like it's like we're literally just all shiny hunting together for the people that are shiny hunting with me. Like it's fun. It's fun. We get to talk about, you know, you can see what I'm doing. You guys get to talk to me about what you're doing. Will you stream the gameplay that's not shiny hunting? I could potentially. It really just depends when I'm doing it. Mostly because I will probably mostly only be doing it in the middle of the night, and I don't really like to stream in the middle of the night. It like messes with like, I don't really know how it works like in terms of the algorithm and stuff, but I feel like if I stream late at night, it won't do as well, and then it'll like make my channel perform worse. I don't know if that's true or not, but also I just, in the middle of the night, I don't have the energy to think and like play the game. But if it's like the middle of the day, I'm down to stream it. But I can't promise that I will. But it'll all be recorded. I've even considered uploading some of my TikTok runs as like full-fledged videos on YouTube, so you guys can see like the full picture. Because obviously when I upload them the way I do on TikTok, you see all the important stuff, but like I'm sure there's some other stuff that you guys would like to see that just doesn't make it, or I know there's stuff that I want to put in that like I just can't fit in the video. But one thing that is going to be different about this one is all of the videos before were less than a minute long because I was trying to fit the time constraint, but TikTok has changed a little bit since I was doing that, so I can upload videos that are like a minute to 2 minutes now and get away with putting more in there. So I'll probably be doing that as well. So you guys will definitely get to see more. I do have a question. For those of you that have watched my videos, obviously most of you probably know me from this challenge that I did, or like my shiny runs. And obviously those are like, it's just the gameplay and then me talking over it. Would you guys like those style of videos, or the ones I did a few months back where it's like my live commentary and it's like the best parts and it's like kind of edited and it's like, you know what I mean, like post commentary, or like live, like, you know what I don't know how to explain it. If you've seen the videos, you'll know what I'm asking. I say TikTok, but also YouTube Shorts as well. They were on there as well. Unfortunately, I haven't seen them, and TikTok is an app I vowed not to get on, as most of them are not very smart and toxic. I understand that. The ones where I talked about that are post commentary and like under 60 seconds, those are all on my YouTube channel here as well, as YouTube Shorts. The only video from because Frank, for context, I don't know if you know, but the reason I'm shiny hunting this TEPIG is for my new challenge, where a filter randomly picks 6 Pokemon that are in this game, and those are the only 6 Pokemon I can use to beat the game, and I'm nuzlocking it. And I did that in Pokemon Black before, and all of that's on my YouTube channel. The only one that's not is the final episode, because it's got the end battle and the Getsis battle. I won't spoil how those went, but YouTube Shorts, is weird in the sense that you can't upload anything over 60 seconds, and I would have had to edit it into like 2 or 3 other videos, and it wouldn't have like really worked. Because that's another thing, is like on top of like playing these games and recording them and posting them, I edit all of this myself. I write the scripts myself, and when I say script, I mean like the recording that I do over the video. But I totally understand what you mean about the toxic side of TikTok. I actually never planned on posting to TikTok really ever. Isaac, thank you for following. I appreciate you. Um, I didn't really plan on ever posting to TikTok. It just kind of happened. I'm gonna go draw now with the stream up. You're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you for chilling here with me. You guys are what makes this pretty bearable. I have the same mic. It's the best. I love this microphone. I've had it for like 3 or 4 years now, and I still use it in every video I do, every stream. I love it. I'm glad we have a fellow quadcaster in the chat. What is this? What game is this song from? Is this Pokemon? I tried to stream a little, so I got a nice setup law, but with kids and work, it's super difficult. I hear you, man. I'm a student. I work full time. This is like a hobby on the side for me right now. Obviously, it's the dream. I've said this before, but it's the dream. Um, maybe one day, but at this point, it's just a side hobby where I get to chill with you guys, play some Pokemon, whatever other games I'm feeling. Whenever I play other games on stream, I usually do it on Twitch because it's kind of like separate. Because like I have the Pokemon community kind of built up on here and YouTube. Um, with the community that I have, and it's not that I want to separate them, but there's some people, if they saw me streaming another game, they'd be like, "Oh, I didn't follow for that," and they'd unfollow. So like that's just where I'm really personal and just kind of doing what I feel like doing. But yes, that's exactly what it's about. It's for the love of the game. For the people who do it. Like I mean, obviously I'm doing it to like for the chance at it to blow up, maybe to get big. But for the people who go in with that mindset, if that's all they want, it doesn't really make sense to me. It doesn't feel genuine. How many people are on my Twitch? I'm actually streaming on YouTube right now, not Twitch, but it's 3 currently, so about the around the same as TikTok. Um, back when I was uploading really consistently, like a year ago, and obviously last year I didn't post very much, but like I would go live and I could have like 10, 15 viewers on my streams, which was really fun. But like at the same time, still no shiny, bro. Still no shiny. But like it's not even really about the numbers. It's just fun. I love having more people to talk. Like the more the merrier. But yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. Like I think if I went back to like grinding as much as I did back in the day, I could definitely pull more numbers. But I'm literally only doing this because it's fun, and that's what I want to do right now. But yeah, still no shiny, David. I don't think I'm going to have this shiny for a few days or even weeks, to be quite honest with you. W mindset, I appreciate you. Because at the end of the day, I have to focus on, you know, my work, my school, my family, my mental health. Like I think people go in with this mindset, like they see all their favorite creators and stuff, like, oh, they're big and like, you know, they made it. Like they also probably, like, I guarantee you the majority of the majority of them started with it as like a hobby where it's just like, oh yeah, this looks fun, I'm gonna give it a try. And that's where like it was the most creative, and people see that they're like, oh, this guy's creative and stuff like that. Yeah, man, the odds for a shiny in this game are 1 in 8,192, I believe. And you can't see it on TikTok, but I'm only on 246 resets right now. So unless I get very lucky. But we got 52 more resets, I think, before I call it a night. We'll see how I feel at 300, but... Well, here's to a good stream. Have fun. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the follow. I hope to see you in the future. I look forward to it. Thank you, man. How do you work, go to school, and stream? I just like to stay busy, man. Like, eventually, I'll probably burn out, and I'll take a few days to myself, but I'll be alright. I do the same thing, except I don't stream, I just play games. See, that's one of the things too, is like I was just playing games for a while, which I really love playing games with my friends, but like, and I still will do that when I'm not streaming sometimes when I can, but if, you know, obviously this is the dream. This is like my hobby, this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I need to be doing if I ever want a chance at it, you know? And I would love to be able to be the person who can just like not have to go to work, not have to go to school and all that stuff, and just dedicate all my time to this. But you know, that's such a big risk, you know. That's facts. You make one person upset, you're done for as well. Yeah, there's a lot of situations where that's happened to people, but I mean, not only that, it's like, because I live on my own, so I have to pay my own rent too. So that's really why I work. But also to pay for school, pay for my food. Um, like I got my own apartment and everything, and it's been great. I mean, obviously it comes with its own challenges and stuff, but I meant more so in a sense that like I could just sit around and stream all day, make videos, upload, play games, but like what if nothing ever becomes of it? And then I've spent so many years doing just this, and it never happens, man. Like I would love to do that, but it's such a scary thought that it could all be for nothing. And I know there's so many people out there that's happened to, and I hope they're all doing well, because I know what it's like to have a dream. But that's the thing, it's just, this is my grind, I wake up, I'll go to class, I'll go to work, and then I'll come home and do this. It's just the grind. And I don't mind it one bit. I don't want it to seem like, oh, I hate it, I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. I freaking love it. Am I tired a lot? It's like, do I get tired sometimes? Absolutely. But like if I didn't like it, if I didn't want to do it, I just wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like I've been creating content since 2009. I was 7 years old. That's when I made my first YouTube channel. That's what everyone needs to strive for, happiness in their work. I praise you. Eh, I mean, I just like try to stay humble about it. Like it's really nothing crazy to me. It's just what I like to do. Like do I like outside of this, because I don't really call this a job. It's more of a hobby, because I don't really make any money from this at all. Um but in terms of my work, like do I absolutely love my job? Not really. Like it's not like it's a job to get me through college and all that, I'm not gonna say what it is for like, my own privacy, but it's a job. It's not a job I think anyone would ever be like, oh, I want to do that when I grow up. But it keeps my lights on, it keeps me fed, all that stuff. And at the end of the day, that's what's important. It's work, but I don't mind it. I have some great coworkers. I have some great friends that I work with. Um, and it's gonna pay for my schooling eventually. I kind of feel like I'm just rambling the same stuff, but it's kind of just what's going through my head. Like if there's anything I could say I've truly been passionate about, what type of job? It's more it's at a uh chain type place. Like it's retail and fast food, like all in one. Yeah, I definitely don't want it to seem like I'm complaining or anything. Like, if there's one thing I could say I've truly always been passionate about, it's been making videos or streaming and video games. Like, as long as I can really remember, I've been in some way, shape, or form doing this. Like, this TikTok account and this YouTube channel is the closest thing to success, if you can call it that, that I've had. And, you know, it's made me so happy. Um, and that's what's most important at the end of the day. Like, I'm sure there's tons of people that like even myself, like if you told me 3 years ago that I'd have even a TikTok account with 20,000 followers, I would I would be so excited. Like it would fill me with joy. And it's not like the number, it's just like, wow, I finally, after all of these years of making random videos and like playing games and trying, I finally got a taste. Not, like, you know, not, I don't want to say a taste, that sounds bad, but you guys kind of know what I mean. And you know, there's gonna be times where, like, I mean, I don't want to say there's gonna be. I hope there's not, but I'm sure there will be times where, again, I end up taking a break because, you know, of my own stuff going on. But I'm always going to come back to this. I love this so much. But at the end of the day, I'm here right now to get this freaking shiny TEPIG. I need it. I need the TEPIG. I absolutely need this TEPIG. I want to do this challenge so bad. Watch me just lose the TEPIG right away. I would cry on stream, bro. This is a Nuzlocke. If it dies, I don't have to get it again. If I lose the entire run, I do. But it depends. So here's how it's gonna work. And this is what I won't spoil what happened for those of you who haven't seen it. But when I did this challenge on Pokemon Black, the challenge was the TikTok filter picked 6 Pokemon, and I had to do a Nuzlocke through the entire game with it. Um, and obviously with it being shinies and stuff, like if it hadn't given me shinies, it would be probably different. But like it's pretty unrealistic to do this run, say like 10 times. And again, I really could, if people want to see it, I will. But if I lose like late game or something, if I lose in the first gym or first couple gyms, I'll probably do it again. But if I lose like pretty late in the game, I'll end the series and be like, okay, I failed this time, and then I'll start a new one. Like I've never had a series, I think, where I've lost super early and just ended it. Or like, and there's been times where I've lost runs super late in the run and I've restarted it, but it's because the challenge wasn't as bad. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, especially like I'm not the best with words. But uh, the best way to explain it is like, these are the only 6 Pokemon I can use in the game. And if one of them dies, I'm down a Pokemon for the entire game. So it's really gonna, I have to play very carefully. Like when I do a Nuzlocke, I prepare for every battle. I do calculations with like before I go into battles, I'm like, okay, this trainer has this Pokemon with this nature and these stats, and I put it into a calculator, and then I put my Pokemon with its level, its nature, its stats, and I calculate how much damage its moves are gonna do to me, and I know like I kind of know how the AI works. So I'm like, okay, it's gonna use this move when I send this Pokemon out. So when that happens, I need to do this, and I have a whole plan for every battle. And obviously one miscalculation could end the run. But um there's lots of preparation for every battle because I don't want to have to redo a run. If that makes sense. Like, I've played enough Pokemon to kind of know, like, when I go into a battle with, like, say, oh, I don't know. Let's just say I go into a battle, and the trainer has a specific Pokemon. What's up, Scarsketch? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Very happy to see a new face in here. But let's say, like, there's a battle that I'm going into, and I know the Pokemon. Like, I've played enough Pokemon to kind of know, like, what moves it's gonna use against what Pokemon. So, like, let's say I'm against, like, a water type gym leader, and I send out a Pokemon that's weak to water, or like I have a I could, for example, it's gonna use a water move most likely that could knock out my Pokemon, especially if it crits or something. So like I could know, like, okay, I send that out and I bait it, and then I switch into a Pokemon that resists water. Like there's so many different things. It's kind of hard to like. I'm very bad at explaining things, but if it makes sense, I'm doing well. Doing a late night shiny hunt soft reset. How about yourself? I'm also doing a late night shiny hunt soft resetting. I'm doing all right. I'm gonna end probably around 300 resets for the night. But this a quick rundown is this is a new challenge I'm starting. It's a Nuzlocke. And I've done this challenge before on Pokemon Black, where I have the TikTok filter that gives you 6 random Pokemon that are in the game, and those are my 6 Pokemon for the whole game. And of course, it gave me a shiny Emboar, so I have to get a shiny Tepig. And I thought, why not stream me hunting for the Tepig? What are you hunting for, Scarsketch? You should do this in HGSS so you can see the shiny sprite while picking it. See, I'll probably do this challenge again in like most Pokemon games. I really like this challenge. It's very fun. It's a really big test of like skill and knowledge, in my opinion. So like I probably will eventually do it in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But even then, like it might not give me a shiny starter, like last time when I did it in Pokemon Black, it gave me Tepig, but it didn't give me a shiny Tepig. It did give me the shiny Sigilyph, which was absolutely brutal. But I'm hunting for the shiny Poipole and Ultra Moon. Wow, that's such a good hunt. I hunted for that back in the day as well. I think I ended up giving up. You're at 1,582. You're gonna get it, bro. I believe in you. You have my blessing, I guess. I hope you get the Poipole. I love shiny Poipole. But yeah, Nihad, like if I do it, when I do it in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, if it gives me a shiny starter, what will suck the most, and I'm sure there will be a funny clip to come out of it if it happens, is let's say it gives me a shiny Totodile, and then I'm soft resetting, and a shiny Chikorita or a shiny Cyndaquil pop up. I can't use them because the challenge says to use shiny Totodile. I hope so. It can get tedious, but the shiny is just so good. I really want it with my OT. Absolutely. No, I understand that completely. Yeah, I didn't think about that. But like, if it happens, Niad, we'll see what happens. Like, we might see later this year I end up doing that challenge. Um, it'll be really interesting. But I'm sure I'll get a really funny clip or video out of it, at least, if that happens. I'll definitely be heartbroken, especially with, you know, pre-Gen 6 shiny odds, which I'm already dealing with. But if, you know, I'm doing that and then it gives me a shiny that's not the one I need, I wish you luck on your hunt. I wish you luck on your hunt. I hope to see your face in here again, Scar. And if I do, let me know an update on the poi poll. I'll hit up here when I can. Sounds good, man. Have a great rest of your night. If you're leaving, I don't know if you were or not, but regardless, I hope you enjoy your evening. Good luck with your shiny. Do the odds in shinies change every game? So in generations 2 through 5, which is because there were no shinies in Gen 1, the odds are, if I'm not mistaken, 1 in 8,192. But in Gen 6, which is X and Y to the modern days, the shiny odds are 1 in 4,096, I think. So like they have the shiny odds from before. So like they're still very rare, but it's less rare. But that's what makes shiny hunting pre-Gen 6 so much more tedious, is because they are twice as rare as they are in a modern game. Need to do a shiny Ho-Oh run one day. Yeah, man. It's also interesting because like, what game would you hunt it in? Like, if you hunted it in like Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I think you can get it, or like even like Sword and Shield, I think you can get it. The odds would be 1 in 4,096, but if you shiny hunt it in like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the odds are doubled compared to that. But like, if you want to get it in the original game, that'd be so cool. But regardless, a shiny Ho-Oh hunt would be so fire. I've done one myself. Hi, baby. My kitty woke up. What you doing, baby? Oh, she's so cute. Like Ho-Oh or Lugia better? I'm a Ho-Oh fan, but Lugia is so cool. It's very close for me as well on those two. Hey, stop that. All right, we got 10 more resets, guys, and then I'm hanging up the hat for the night. I doubt we get it, but if we do, I'm not gonna complain. We're so close, though. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oops, I did not mean to open the bag. Did not mean to do that. So how does transferring Pokemon work? That's a good question now. So you would need to transfer from Pokemon Heart Gold to a modern game. You need at least two. You need a. Can you technically transfer from Fire to the latest game? I think so. I'm not really sure how it works. I know there's Pokemon Home now. So you would transfer from your Game Boy to your DS with like the so you need a Game Boy and a DS or two DSs that you can put the Fire Red in, and then you would go put in Pokemon Platinum or Diamond or Pearl on your DS, and then you would connect the two, and there's like a system in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum where you can trade games from the Game Boy, and then you trade from Gen 4 to the Poke Transfer that's in Pokemon Black and White or Black and White 2, and then you'd have to transfer from Black and White or Black and White 2 to Pokemon X and Y, or maybe even Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire through Pokemon Bank, but I think Pokemon Bank might be shut down, so I'm not sure. But if it is, you can probably do it through Pokemon Home. But then you would do it from X and Y to Sun and Moon, to Sun and Moon to Sword and Shield through Pokemon Home, and then Sword and Shield to Scarlet and Violet. It's a whole process, and you would need like a copy of every generation, and you would need a DS, another DS, a 3DS, and a Switch. Yeah, you also have to. You might even have to have like most of the games completed or almost completed to get to that point. But like if you have the games, I'd imagine you'd be fine with playing them through if you haven't already. I think I had a fake diamond I played in 2018, and when I played it later, all the save progress was gone. And that's another thing too. You gotta make sure your copies are real, or you will not be able to transfer Pokemon out of them. If you have like a fake copy or a bootleg or anything, you can't transfer Pokemon out of them or trade with other games or do anything. So you gotta make sure you have like legit copies. So if you have games from when you were younger, or like somebody gave you from when they were younger, then you're probably fine. But if you bought a copy online or something, like make sure you know it's real. Don't turn my router off, kitty cat. Please don't do that. Oh, she's standing right next to it. No. Come here, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Yeah, I have to find those games. They were from the box, and I need a 3DS. Yeah, I think I don't know how much 3DSs are going for these days. You could probably get one for a decent price. I know like the 2DS. You could even use a 2DS, which is like a cheaper model. It plays all the same games. It just looks different and can't use 3D obviously. All right, this is the last reset. Do we think it's shiny? No, it's not. Well, I had fun, guys. I did. But your drawing is done. What did you draw, Frank? Unfortunately, no shiny today. I'm gonna continue this hunt when I can. I'll be recording. And then of course, any chance I get to stream it, I will stream it. But I will see you guys soon. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight. Thank you for the gifts tonight. Julian, I know you're probably not in the stream anymore. Yeah, we'll get him next time, Scar. Shout out Niha, shout out Scar, shout out John, shout out Frank, everyone in the chat, Melon who came through earlier. You guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your night. Good luck with your hunt, Scar, and I'll see you guys next time. I drew Dot from Animaniacs kicking someone's face in because of something my father said before. Dot would be the first to kick someone. Oh, okay. So you're just having some fun. But yeah, this has been chill. I hope to see you guys in here next time. Peace out, guys.